Emma, I'm sorry for what I said. Please, talk to me.
I don't think I want to talk to you right now, Kyle. Please, leave me alone.
I'll be better, I promise.
You have promised me this enough times. I can't believe you anymore. Your words are hollow to me.
Babe, please. I know what I said was wrong. I should not have judged you like that.
You called me a loose woman. That I have no character or self-respect? What the hell, man? Just because I'm working in the fashion industry, you'll call your girlfriend all sorts of names now. And what gave you the right to call me that, huh?
You know I have told you countless times I don't like you hanging around with those guys. They seem dangerous. I'm just worried about you. And what I called you, it was a mistake. A huge one, and I take it back. I have never judged you for your career, but please, give me one chance. This is the first and the last time. I swear on my dead mother.
Kyle, please, stop. Don't you understand what space means? I just need some time from us. This is too much for me. I can't handle it anymore. I have too much work to handle, and if you can't support me and keep whining, then how am I supposed to move forward?
Are you saying I'm holding you back?
Maybe. I thought I was happy with you, and to an extent, I am. I really love what we have, but you can't always expect me to baby you. I can't always be around and reassure you.
Emma, I'm fine with you working. It's your passion. But all I want is for you to distance yourself from those freaks. You have no idea how they look at you. They look like they're ready to pounce at you any time. It's creepy. And as your boyfriend, I'm concerned. They take your kindness for granted and may even take it as an easy way to get you. How do you expect me not to worry about it?
I can take care of myself, Kyle. I don't want you to become my bodyguard. I have been in this industry for the past 5 years, and I know how to deal with men like them. They are my coworkers, photographers of whom I model at times. Our relationship is nothing more than that. So why do you keep attacking me like I'm sleeping with them?
Because it looks like it, Emma. Try to see things from my perspective for once, god damn it. You can call me an insecure prick, but I do know when you draw a line between a professional relationship. I meet countless people at my job too, and have never seen those people get extra friendly with me. I don't let women I work with touch me inappropriately and shrug it off as a friendly hug. How would you feel if I were in your place, huh? Do you think you could have handled it better than me? You would have been more comfortable with that?
God, you're being so dramatic. I told you it was nothing, and I will keep repeating this. I don't care if you believe me or not, but if you keep nagging me, I swear I'll leave you.
You constantly threaten me with this BS because I want you with me.
But if you keep being an asshole, how do you think this relationship will work? See, Kyle, I want this, and I'm ready to forgive you for the shit that you said to me. I love you, really, but just stop already. We have had this conversation enough times, and I need to cool down.
So you're going to push me away again, huh?
I'm not breaking up with you, am I? Just give me some time. I will call you again.
Okay.
Having fights like this was quite common in my relationship. I've always been a little flirtatious, and when I started dating Kyle, I told him about that. He was okay with it back then, but nowadays, he overreacts. Sure, when it comes to the general moral compass, people will call me unreasonable and selfish for looking out for my own entertainment. But I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. Just because I'm being friendly with a few handsome guys doesn't mark me as a cheater. And honestly, while I'm well aware of the consequences of such actions, I do want to experience the thrill of it. 3 days later.
Hey, Em, how are you?
I'm good. Busy with work. What about you? How are things going on with Ollie?
It's nice. I'm getting to know her even better.
That's nice to hear. Congratulations. You two make a lovely couple.
If you hadn't set us up together, I don't think we would have crossed paths.
Hey, don't go on flattering me like this. You two are made for each other.
You can say that, but sometimes I think about how it would have been if it were us.
What do you mean?
You and me, I mean. We are pretty similar. Even Olivia keeps telling me this.
Well, it would have been interesting. In another universe, two misfits found love in each other. LOL.
It has a nice ring to it.
It sure does. But you should stop being all playful with me, Mr. Misfit. Miss Perfect won't like it if she finds out.
I can handle that. But what about you? Do you want me to stop?
What are you trying to do exactly,
Nothing. I'm just trying to know you better, 'cause you are my girlfriend's best friend.
I see.
Why? Do you think it's wrong?
Not really, but if someone else sees this, they might think that.
Since when did you start caring about what others said? I thought you were pretty open-minded.
I am very open-minded, and I like making new friends, too.
I heard something happened between you and Kyle. Is everything okay?
Yeah, we just had a little fight, that's all.
Olivia was telling me you were not talking to him.
He can be a little clingy at times, and I need my space, that's all.
I feel you. By the way, there's a new movie coming. Olivia will be busy. Do you want to see it with me?
Why don't you plan this date with your girlfriend, mister?
You know she doesn't like action movies, and I heard you were a big fan of The Matrix.
And who told you that?
Well, you told me.
Ah, and when was that exactly?
Before you introduced me to Olivia, on Instagram.
I never thought you'd still remember that. I'm impressed.
Lucky me. So, are we gonna go see the movie or not?
Okay. Just tell me the time and date, and I'll be there.
I can always come pick you up.
Aren't you a gentleman? Thanks, Nate.
Anytime, babe. See you this Saturday, then.
See ya. The movie date with Nathan went perfectly. I hadn't enjoyed this much fun in a long time, to be honest. Things were quite thrilling during the first 6 months of my relationship with Kyle. But soon, I saw the spark fading away. It has almost been 2 years since we have been together, and while we try to ignite the spark every once in a while, I find it forced. I have asked myself countless times while I am still with him, and then the only answer I get is that because it's simple. Sure, we have our differences, and we fight a lot, but it feels like coming back to your comforter after a really long trip. But then again, just because I enjoy the comforter doesn't mean I want to stop going on trips. Since the movie date, Nathan and I have started to meet more frequently. Olivia and Kyle had no idea about it, and honestly, we didn't feel like telling them. I could see us becoming close friends in such a short period, and was glad to have made one so similar to me. Usually, Kyle and Olivia would treat me a little too differently because of my opinions on specific subjects. But with Nate, I feel like I can openly talk about them. As days went by, we kept getting closer, and one day, before leaving, I finally kissed him in his car. It was meant to be brief, but we couldn't keep our hands off each other after that. Sadly, a phone call from Olivia interrupted us, and we decided to call it a night. But the gleaming smile on our faces said how much we wanted each other. I know for a fact both of us did not feel guilty about kissing each other. From how our relationship was progressing, we saw that coming from miles away. And now that it had finally happened, we wanted more of it. To celebrate the change in our relationship, I started to plan a small surprise. Nate's birthday was around the corner, and I thought it would be the best time to take our relationship in a new direction. 2 days before Nathan's birthday. Hey, Emma, I need your help. Nathan's birthday is coming, and I want to surprise him. Do you have anything in mind? I was thinking of throwing a small house party. I wanted to call his parents, too. He hasn't seen them in quite some time.
But isn't there some problem going on between them?
Huh? How do you know that?
You told me, of course.
Well, it was mostly his fault, so I don't blame them for getting angry at him. He said something mean to his uncle, who was once a drug addict. I mean, yeah, honesty is good, but there is also a fine line between being honest and being a jerk.
I don't think he said anything wrong. Sometimes people like them seek sympathy by sharing their sob stories. But they are the ones responsible for falling down the rabbit hole.
Come on now, Emma. I'm trying to mend their relationship. Can't you be a little more supportive and help me out?
I think it's better if you don't try to do that.
Just leave him alone, and when he genuinely feels like talking to them, he will.
I don't think it's your place to interfere and act like a bridge between them.
Try to be a bit more optimistic, Emma. Who knows? Maybe it will just work out. And you know, I'm taking this relationship very seriously. I want Nate to be my one and only, and if I don't get his family's blessings, how will we take the next step?
That's very selfish of you, Ollie. You're only thinking about yourself here. Have you talked to Nathan about this? Does he know you're planning to call his parents on his birthday? He does not feel comfortable around them, and yet you're acting like a brat.
His parents have every reason to be upset with him, but I'm trying to bring them together. If he never acknowledges his mistake, then things will never get better. And why the hell are you siding with him? You don't even know him properly. I was here to ask for a suggestion, but you're unnecessarily lashing out at me.
You're ridiculous, Olivia. Whatever. Do what you feel like. Bye. I have other things to concentrate on. I was no longer invited to Nathan's birthday party after the argument with Olivia, but the next day I found out how it went. Nate called me up and asked me to visit his place. He was agitated because his parents had created a scene again, and Olivia acted all righteous again. During high school, there was a time when he used to smoke pot and got addicted to it. However, he was able to get out of it on his own, but his parents always acted like they were the ones who helped him get over that. And now that Olivia was on the same team, he felt betrayed by his girlfriend. Luckily, I was there to console him, and I stayed with him for the night. For the first time, I felt a genuine connection with Nathan, instead of just a superficial relationship. That night, we slept together with no remorse whatsoever. We didn't even stop ourselves. But something was not clicking right. Neither of us were ready to admit the truth to our partners, especially me. I was not prepared to leave Kyle just yet. 2 weeks later. Emma, I miss you. Just come back home to me. I will never question your career, I promise.
I miss you too.
Really?
Yes.
Olivia called me. You guys fight?
Yeah, she invited Nathan's parents to his birthday party and they ruined it.
I told her before not to do that,
but she got angry and lashed out.
They're having problems. You know that.
Yeah, Nathan told me.
You guys are in contact?
Yeah, we started meeting up recently.
I see.
Are you not going to ask me anything else?
I want to, but I don't think you'd answer them.
Why?
You've always been like this, a free bird, making choices for herself without taking shit from anyone. I knew that from the start, but a part of me still tried to control you. But I still love you, just the way you are. And I know I'm flawed too, but I'll do my best to become a better man.
You really are my comforter. I don't deserve you.
I'm glad you still consider me that, but I'm not so sure about the latter one.
Let's meet.
Okay, when?
I'll be at your place by 5.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'll see you soon then. My heart felt heavy for the first time. The trip had ended, and I felt like running back to my comforter. But it would be wrong. I enjoyed my time with Nathan. It was good. I felt seen. But with Kyle, it might not have been perfect, but it definitely was something better. I called him boring and always boasted about my loyalty. But in the end, I betrayed him. And I don't think I have any right to be with him anymore. The moment I saw him, I felt like running in his arms. Though I didn't, he asked me to come in. But I refused and simply confessed to him. I did not cry. Neither did I ask for his forgiveness. I wasn't deserving of it anyway. But the man, after staring at me with a heartbreaking look on his sincere face, just nodded and said, "It's okay." The fact he didn't yell at me was confusing, but I believe he felt exhausted too. We broke up, finally, and the moment I walked out of the door, I crumbled on my knees and started sobbing quietly. I had ruined everything. I had caused him such pain that I could never take back, but it was better than staying with someone like me. I hope he realizes this soon and finds someone better. Nathan called me the next day, asking about me and my breakup with Kyle. He wanted to be with me now, but had no guts to confess to Olivia. He told me he was never going to call me again. I didn't blame him. In fact, I understood him. She was his safe space too, his safe option. It pissed me off, not because Nathan was still with Olivia, but because Nathan took Olivia for granted. I know I had no right to call myself her friend anymore or interfere in her life, but a part of me wished for her to find out about us. In a week, I'm supposed to move to Belgium for a year. My life as a model continues to be a long trip, but as an individual, the past 3 weeks changed me. It made me understand the emotions I often strayed away from. At the airport, I just texted Kyle about my leave, and he sent me a short best of luck text. It made me smile, but the thought of running back to him kept hitting me. I had lost something important, something precious because of my irrational drive to pursue. I know more drama awaits me. I cannot run from my mistakes forever. But then again, it's just me. The things I did were all on me, and I could not act as if I could improve things. However, in the future, if there's a chance for me, I hope to become a better person.